she rolls by. 44, T. Cook. 47, Hart. 8, Armin Slammer. 88, Flux, and 888, Malice in Rollerland. Ooh, we love those numbers all on one team, don't we, Gretchen?
Absolutely. For Pennsylvania, number 4 is going to be Olive Havoc out of the Black Rose Rollers. Number 8 is Kesha Later from Philly. Number 1 is Gorth from Philly. Number 12 is Lazora from Steel City. Number 13, Evil Beauty from Brandywine. 15, Gorgeous from Reading. Number 18, Vanessa V. Diva Sights. This year from Wilkes-Barre Scranton, going back to the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Roller Radicals from whence she came. Number 19 is Lurs Lemon from Brandywine. 27 is Nikki Cash from Philly. 34, Sophia from Steel City. 42, Stark Raven from Steel City. Number 55 is Kick Ash from Brandywine. Number 82 is Bone Crusher from Steel City. Number 85, if there is and there will be at some time a Roller Derby Hall of Fame, certainly a member in good standing on the first ballot will be Teflon Donna from Philly Roller Derby. Number 88, Thumper from Brandywine. Number 90, Betty Switch from the Hooligans. Number 99, Russian Bayou from Philly. And we are underway, Spock.
Yes, we are. Let's see. I do anticipate that this is going to be one of the closer games that we will see here
Ooh,
today.
Lurs Lemon jamming for Pennsylvania, sent to the penalty box for skating out of bounds. This is a break for West Virginia.
And they capitalize. She is out of the pack, past V Diva.
Yes, this is nicely, or naughty or nicely, excuse me, on the power jam, but she is not lead jammer, so this will be a full 2-minute jam. And a penalty drawn by V Diva on naughty or nicely will have a jammer switch.
Drawn indeed.
And we are not seeing points put up as of yet. Lurs Lemon still working on an initial pass now as she is released from that penalty box. And she does indeed make it through. 4-4 in the pack.
All right. Let's see. V Diva is trying to break up West Virginia a little bit there.
Lurs Lemon, one of those jammers who can do it on her own. She was knocked out there by number 8 for West Virginia.
That's Armin Slammer.
Armin Slammer with
her
a
name.
Nice defensive work. Oh, Lurs Lemon spinning around, though, and that will be the first 5 points of the game.
That's a hard-earned 5 points for Pennsylvania. I don't think they anticipated that.
No, 4 now put up by naughty or nicely. She had taken a couple of points to the penalty box. 4 more for Lurs Lemon, though. Again, neither jammer able to stop the action. Still 12 seconds left on the jam clock. And both jammers looking for more. Naughty or nicely bumped out by V Diva and Teflon Donna. And that will do it. Let's see who gets additional points.
Nobody. Goose eggs all around on that.
Okay, 9-4 in favor of Pennsylvania after that first jam. Okay, one of the things that we have to contend with is finding out who the jammers are from the angle of our broadcast table. We'll have that for you in just a second. The jam is underway, and pushing the front is Pennsylvania. But here comes some offense dealt out by Thumper. That makes room, and number 4 for Pennsylvania, Olive Havoc, in her first showing here at the Battle of the All-Stars, is lead jammer. West Virginia picking up the pace, though. Olive Havoc dodging into the pack, trying to call the jam off from out of bounds. We'll see whether West Virginia was able to pick anything up. 3 points for Olive Havoc. 12-4 now in favor of Pennsylvania. It appears to be Sherolls by from Greenbrier, ready to jam for West Virginia. And is that V Diva wearing the star for Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
No.
She's the pivot, I think.
Yes, this is
90s.
Betty
That's
Switch.
Switch.
Betty Switch out in front, lead jammer, Pennsylvania.
Very nice. This is going anticipated. I did think that we were going to see the closest game of the day here between these two teams. Both obviously veterans of the tournament, though we do have a slightly different makeup and
well,
bracketing.
yes, a couple of players for both teams no longer on the all-star team for a number of reasons, but Switch is certainly taking advantage of the situation right now as Charol's bye is being just handled by Teflon Donna and V Diva in the back of the Pennsylvania pack. Gorgeous getting into it as well. This gives Switch the opportunity to just basically play her own game. She now has 15 points, and that will be another 5. Ooh, big jam right now for Pennsylvania, taking the lead 32-4.
Switch has played for a lot of different teams, and she really is a good jammer. She generally has jams that are very large.
Yeah, this one will certainly fit that bill. 25 points and counting right now. 27 seconds left on the jam clock, but no real reason to call off the action. A back block now called on Switch with 15 seconds left in the jam. Power opportunity for West Virginia, but
not too much time.
Charol's bye is just getting, she's sandwiched right now between Gorgeous and Teflon Donna, and that's not a place you really want to be.
No, and I believe this is Gorgeous' second year on the All-Stars, but we see Betty Switch here on PA All-Stars for the first time. And while she does generally have big jams when she scores, I feel like her Achilles heel has always been penalties, and we see this.
Well, she's going to be.
We've seen this throughout her career here.
We're going to see her starting this next jam in the penalty box, as Armin Slammer will be the jammer for West Virginia. West Virginia with a 4-skater pack right now, trying to make some room, and Armin Slammer sees some daylight. Boy, very quickly getting up to the front of the pack, though, is Russian Bayou and Stark Raven doing a really nice job of holding off Armin Slammer. The penalty's over. Switch now taking the long way around the track to engage. Lead jammer is open, as we have 2 jammers on the track now, Switch and Armin Slammer. For Switch for Pennsylvania and Armin Slammer for West Virginia.
Oh, and Switch is going to take it, I think.
Well, one skater to beat, and she does indeed establish lead. It's the lead jammer in 2 consecutive jams for Switch, thanks to the penalty at the end of the last jam. It's 40-4 in favor of Pennsylvania. Switch able to negotiate turn 2 and picks up 5 more.
Might not be so close after all. I was hoping for a closer game between these 2 teams.
Well, one thing about West Virginia is they will get their licks in, and they will not go down without a fight. We have a star pass now. That goes to Phyllis Killer, pivot for West Virginia, and Switch is going to go long as Phyllis Killer now engaging the pack on a scoring pass. Switch looking for more, finding that outside line, and that's going to be another 5 points. Switch now with 14. She's going to call off the jam. 4 points, though, put up by Phyllis Killer. Phyllis Killer for West Virginia, doubling their point total right now. We have Lurs Lemon ready to jam for Pennsylvania. We're looking for the number on the West Virginia jammer. Penalty box. One West Virginia blocker who is standing up, so she'll be rejoining the action very soon. Here comes Lurs Lemon, though. Nice offensive clear out by Pennsylvania.
Here we go. West Virginia still struggling at the back. Dragged back again.
And Lurs Lemon, one of the most athletic jammers you're going to see, and she gets it done. That's a 5-point scoring pass.
Day of Reckoning is not giving up. She is pushing. Oh, knocked out at the last minute. There
that
goes
was
Lurs.
Kick Ash with the nice bump out, and a penalty now called on Day of Reckoning, and so it's a power jam in favor of Pennsylvania. Lurs Lemon certainly capable of engaging the pack, but nice defensive stand there by the pivot. That is 29, naughty or nicely for West Virginia.
Yeah, it's almost surprising to see PA fielding some of their A-string, shall we say, in this first game.
Well, several of their players weren't able to make it for competition because people have jobs and stuff. Built to Spill, Danny Savage, Veronica Getzberger, Calamity Mame, all are not playing today for Pennsylvania. We will be seeing them later on in the weekend, though. Back to the action now, a power start, and this is Evil Beauty, lead jammer, Pennsylvania.
Day of Reckoning again for West Virginia.
Yep,
trying to come up.
Can't quite do it. That was Thumper in the pivot position, bumping her out just enough, getting just enough contact to make Day of Reckoning run into the infield. Scoring passes now for Evil Beauty, and Evil Beauty through for 5 more.
Pivot for West Virginia sitting in the box.
Yeah, so no star pass available to Day of Reckoning. Now Evil Beauty pushing the front of the pack on her own and able to stay in. Nice toe stop work by Evil Beauty, just absorbing the contact from the West Virginia blocker and staying inbounds. Day of Reckoning just being worked over in the back of the pack now by Thumper, and that allows Evil Beauty to continue to reel up the points. She's got 19 on this jam already, and here we have a successful star pass now on the West Virginia side to Phyllis Killer, and Evil Beauty looking over at the bench, and Beast and Boomerang are the coaches for Pennsylvania today, and they instruct Evil Beauty to call off the jam.
We've got Hart that's going to start in the box for West Virginia, so West Virginia is down 1 blocker.
And looking at this, appears to be Nikki Cash wearing the star for Pennsylvania. We'll have a confirmation on that in just a second.
Is that Cupcake Cadaver?
Here we go. Yeah, Nikki Cash pushing the front of the pack, and she will be lead jammer for the Pennsylvania All-Stars. West Virginia jammers having a difficult time with this Pennsylvania defense. Nikki Cash with a quick 5 points now as Pennsylvania pushing towards 100 in this first period of play.
West Virginia was trying to get a pass going with their cover, but it did not work.
Malice in Rollerland is the pivot for West Virginia, and there we go. That's Tawanda Woman from West Virginia Roller Derby for the West Virginia All-Stars. She is through on an initial pass. Nikki Cash has 14 on the jam, and she's going to go long. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this period. And a penalty pulled, a cutting the track penalty. You see, that's where the D1 competition level experience of a Vanessa V Diva sites really pays off. Pulling the cut track on Tawanda Woman, and Nikki Cash continues to score for Pennsylvania. Nikki Cash now 5 more, takes her to 24 on the jam spot, and Pennsylvania just holding the pack right at the pivot line right now.
West Virginia jammer is standing.
Yeah, V Diva running the offense there. 5 more for Nikki Cash. The power jam is over. Tawanda Woman has the star in her hand. Oh, and Nikki Cash hitting the pack, and that is most likely a forearm penalty for Nikki Cash. One more point she takes to the penalty box. That gives her 30 on the jam. However, it's going to be a power start for West Virginia.
Let's see if they can break into double digits.
T. Cook is the jammer for West Virginia. 4 on 4 in the pack. West Virginia now going to try to spring T. Cook. West Virginia with 8 points. Pennsylvania 121.
That is 44 for West Virginia. T. Cook.
Yep, T. Cook is, boy, got some nice offensive help by Bossy trying to break up that Pennsylvania formation, but Pennsylvania just doing a nice, there's Russian Bayou filling the holes. That's what, you know, the top level blockers just seem to have a knack for, is finding the open space and getting there. The power jam is over. Nikki Cash out of the penalty box, but bumped out hard by Naughty or Nicely. Boy, we've gone a minute. Well, we've gone 50 seconds in this jam and still no lead jammer, Spock.
No, that's a good thing for West Virginia. I mean, part of these tournaments, especially on Thursday when we do these first games, is learning experience.
Well, there you go. Nikki Cash able to establish lead jammer position from the penalty box where she started the jam. She's got 5 points now. Big scoring run for Nikki Cash. She and her teammate were both able to start in the penalty box on successive jams and establish lead jammer twice. We have a star pass now to Naughty or Nicely for West Virginia. Nikki Cash through the pack, and she will call off the jam. She got 3 before doing so. And that brings us to halftime. Pennsylvania All-Stars really making a statement right now. They saw New York in the previous game putting up well over 200 points, and it appears that Pennsylvania wants to do the same thing here, Spock.
Yes, it does, but I will note that while Pennsylvania really is playing their top skaters, New York didn't.
New York had a, they have several question marks on their roster, whether the full roster will be here in Hatfield this weekend is something that we're not privy to right now. Again, Pennsylvania making a statement early, 134-8 is the score. Again, these 30-minute games have a very short halftime.
7 seconds left, to be exact. Just enough time for the jammers to switch wristbands.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back. I'm a little disappointed to see V Diva back out on the line. I think with a point spread like this, we should see some of the younger skaters, I think.
Ooh, well, editorialism is your stock in trade, and I'll give it to you.
Just saying, it's a sportsmanly-like thing to do at this point in time.
Well, Pennsylvania and West Virginia here. If you're just joining in, Pennsylvania in the white, West Virginia in the royal blue. This is Lurs Lemon jamming for Pennsylvania and finding room on the inside straightaway. Lead jammer for the Pennsylvania All-Stars.
All right, Flux is out of the pack for West Virginia.
Lurs Lemon now bumped out, but continues a scoring run. That is a 4-point pass. Flux on a scoring pass as well. Pennsylvania electing to go long here. 4 points for Flux.
So they have broken double digits. I think this is a nice start for them.
There you go.
Oh, no.
4 more for Lurs Lemon. Pennsylvania with a 130-point lead right now. Olive Havoc wearing the star for the Pennsylvania All-Stars. certainly a deep jammer rotation for the Pennsylvania All-Stars. And we'll have the West Virginia jammer for you in just a second. Olive Havoc able to go low and just erupt through the other side of the pack as lead jammer.
West Virginia has 333 out jamming. And
she rolls by.
She does not roll by right now.
She rolls by.
So
knocked
close.
out by Teflon Donna.
And knocked right into the box for a cut track penalty.
Power Jam Pennsylvania and Olive Havoc dodging through the pack. She was untouched on that one. She gets 5 more. She's got 10 for the jam.
That's just pretty, though.
That is poetry in motion as Olive Havoc was bumped out. It appeared to be she was going to be bumped out, but she held her right skate on the surface inside the boundary line and was able to turn on the toe stop with momentum and switch directions.
Bossy for West Virginia doing her best, but it is not good enough. Oof. Number 8 also tried.
Slammer got into some contact there, and Olive Havoc with the forward momentum able to continue rolling. She's got 20 points on this jam.
She's going to get more.
Yeah, that could easily be the case. Through the pack.
There we go, 5 more right there.
Through the pack now, she rolls by, but right before she's able to get into scoring position, Olive Havoc pulls the plug, calls the jam. 167 now for Pennsylvania, 12 for West Virginia.
There's a nice replay of Olive holding on.
Teflon Donna is going to start this jam in the penalty box. Switch on the line for wearing the star for Pennsylvania.
That's not switch.
It's not switch.
I don't think so.
My bad.
I can't see the number, but I don't think so.
Oh, it's Lazora Gillespie from Steel City, and she is lead jammer's first jam for her. Deo Reckoning wearing the star for West Virginia.
See if she's trying to hurry up. Oh, almost got away from herself there.
Yeah, we have a runaway penalty box chair there. I don't know whether a penalty is going to be assessed to West Virginia or not on that, but as the play on the track continues, Teflon Donna is released from the penalty box. Pennsylvania at full strength.
Pennsylvania picking up 4 more points.
West Virginia, 1 blocker in the penalty box. She will not be penalized for coming in hot. Discretionary call on the part of the penalty box staff. And 5 more now put up by Lazora.
West Virginia's Liz Vicious is back on the track.
And Lazora, nice spin move, picking up 5 more. Pennsylvania showing that almost everyone on their roster can wear the star for profit. Lazora now finding the going a little more difficult as West Virginia with Hart at the front of the pack, along with Minnie Hurl, holding her off for a bit, but another 5-point pass now put up by Lazora.
V-Diva coordinating the defense for Team Pennsylvania. Gorgeous in the back, trying to hold the brace.
Gorgeous has really come on over the last couple of years as a force to be reckoned with in Pennsylvania roller derby. One of those really enthusiastic players. Love to watch her play.
Absolutely. I remember her first tryouts for the Pennsylvania All-Stars, and she was just beaming. She loved it. I believe this is her 2nd year on the roster skating here, but I'd seen her skate for years before that. I'm glad to see a career like that come to fruition.
Yeah, absolutely, because, you know, again, she has that knack of the top pack players that I always love to watch, where it's like as soon as they hit one person, they're looking around to see who they can hit next.
Yes. And stay tuned. After our MVP interviews for this game, we will be bringing you Game 7, which is Colorado versus North Carolina.
Okay, Lurs Lemon back wearing the star for the Pennsylvania All-Stars, and she is lead jammer. She dodges outside for a second and puts on the Jets. It's a 4-point pass through the pack as well.
Tawanda Woman really made a nice move and got herself out there. Ooh,
oh, Tawanda Woman on a scoring pass.
Picked up a point?
She did.
Yes, she did. Look at that. Possibly two? Two. No. 2 points
for Lurs Lemon on that pass. One for
point.
Tawanda Woman, taking West Virginia to 13 on the game. Pennsylvania on 195. We got 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
And if you are enjoying this stream today, please thank our crew of Nerd Derby who came all the way down to bring you this stream of BOTAS today.
And Chad is such a wonderful fellow and does such a nice job with the broadcast. Here we've got Evil Beauty again for Pennsylvania out as lead jammer. Going for the West Virginia All-Stars is T. Cook. And
ooh.
Evil Beauty.
Hop, skip, and a jump right past her.
Yeah, she kind of a hesitation move, sprung her free on that. She slowed down into the pack and then picked her speed right back up. Hart with a takedown on Evil Beauty for West Virginia. And a cutting the track penalty is going to go on T. Cook. So it's a power jam now for Evil Beauty and the Pennsylvania All-Stars.
They have broken the 200-point mark.
Teflon Donna sent to the penalty box for Pennsylvania as well.
Second time.
Yeah. Better watch it. In these 30-minute games, you get 4 penalties, and then you're out. So halfway there right now is Teflon Donna for the Pennsylvania All-Stars. Look at Evil Beauty taking a face-to-face shot by Phyllis Killer and absorbing the contact and putting up 5 more points.
V-Diva cutting and making a hole.
5 more for Pennsylvania. Power jam is over. T. Cook surveying the scene, going
Gotta give her
airborne.
credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, West Virginia's not going to go down without taking their shots. And here is Evil Beauty. Meanwhile, 4 more points. Okay, pivot Phyllis Killer sent to the penalty box. And if I'm not mistaken, I am seeing a 2 being communicated to the penalty box by the penalty wrangler, which may mean that an insubordination was tacked on to that penalty on Phyllis Killer, as West Virginia is calling timeout now. 5:42 left. Pennsylvania with 2:27, of course, 13 for West Virginia. Lots of games still to come. Let's review some of these. As you said, next game is going to be an interesting one to be sure, because the Colorado All-Star team and the North Carolina All-Star teams will be teeing off.
Yes.
In just a little bit.
After that, we'll have Michigan versus Maine.
And Tennessee is going to be taking on New York in game number 9. The Pennsylvania All-Stars will be taking on the Kentucky All-Stars in game number 10. Then we're going to have Colorado versus Kansas, Michigan versus Saskatchewan, and the final 30-minute game of this Thursday at Battle of the All-Stars is going to be Virginia versus Louisiana.
Ooh.
So, yeah, mark your calendars. Keep if you're at work, well, keep the volume down maybe, or use headphones. I don't know how you do it. I haven't been in the
Alt tab.
Okay, I haven't been in the workforce for a couple of years now, so I forget all about that stuff.
No, stay tuned. It's always a fun day to see. After today, everybody gets their sea legs a little bit. Everybody else gets used to this floor that doesn't normally skate on this type of floor. And then Friday tends to get rather exciting, and then it just builds from there. It's a beautiful tournament.
You know it. And, you know, what we've got is, you know, round robins in groups. And as a result of the competition within the groups, we'll be seeding the championship bracket and then the consolation bracket as well. So that's what we're doing for the first day and a half or so. Lots of games in a hurry. The 30-minute format is actually kind of fun.
It is, it is. I like it for the first day. I do like that change because, you know, when you're bound to have matchups like this occur in the first day of a tournament, I prefer 30 minutes of such to 60. And it's also good to note, you know, West Virginia had some skaters retire, so we're looking at a real new All-Stars team for West Virginia.
Yes, and you know, they're going to take their lessons from a contest like this, and there's, you know, the only way that you get better is to play people, you know, if you continually play, you know, skaters that you can handle, you're never going to get better. You have to, you know, punch a little bit above your weight in order to get better.
All right, they did try to appeal the charging call, but it will remain.
So West Virginia will not retain their official review. We get back to live gameplay. Oh, and a forearm penalty is going to go on Switch now. And this is a power jam for, well, it's a power jam for West Virginia. Flux takes off the star, so she forfeited her opportunity to establish lead jammer position. This will be a full 2-minute jam.
Phyllis Killer back out on the track for West Virginia, coming in to help her friend. Let's see if Flux can make it work. She is trying to do something, but she decided against it.
West Virginia needs to throw some offense, and that's what Phyllis Killer is going to do right now.
Yeah.
She's trying to break up that Pennsylvania wall. That's not an easy thing to do. Power jam is over. Switches through. She is not lead jammer, but she has completed the initial pass. 4-on-4 in the pack. Phyllis Killer and Thumper getting into it.
Yeah.
At the front of the pack. Excuse me, that's not Thumper. That was Stark
42.
Raven. Yes.
That's gonna.
Things are getting a little
sloppy.
Physical right now.
They're getting sloppy for Pennsylvania. I'm surprised. There's 2 penalties that I think should have been called.
Thumper is in the penalty box, and now going to
switch for her third.
Both jammers having to go sit down in the penalty box, and first out will be Flux. Switch released as well. Switch makes it through. That's a scoring pass for her. 4 points. 9 on the jam. We're getting down to 3:50 left in the game. 4 more seconds left in the jam. Star pass to Phyllis Killer, and 4 more for Pennsylvania. A 9-point, a 13-point jam. Kind of a haphazard 13-point jam.
I would say.
Okay, well, the penalty box is empty right now, so we're going to start with 5-on-5. Again, the period clock winding down, 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Pennsylvania on 2:40, West Virginia on 13. Stick around. We will have the most valuable player awards for you at the conclusion of this game. Both are cutting the track penalty now. That's going against Charolles by for West Virginia. So we have a lead jammer now for Pennsylvania. That's Evil Beauty.
Yeah. What are you thinking about for MVP there, Gretchen?
Oh, boy. That's a tough one right now. I would have to, for West Virginia, I like the way Phyllis Killer has been playing. She's been, really.
She's not giving up.
No, and she's been taking some star passes, scoring some points off of them. I think that's, that's key. For Pennsylvania, a lot. I always like the, kind of the unsung pack heroes. And I think Gorgeous is one of those in this game for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely see. She's stepped up her game from last year for certain. I think we're going to see her in the heavier games for PA in Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, her agility is on point, and like I said, just the nose for the game is there. 4 more points now for Evil Beauty. Takes her to 13 on the jam. Evil Beauty now ridden out by Phyllis Killer, and there's Gorgeous again.
Yep.
Gorgeous pounding into Phyllis Killer as Phyllis Killer was trying to roll back Evil Beauty, and that's just good track awareness on the part of Jess to be able to, put a stop to the rollback. I don't think that Phyllis Killer was expecting that contact.
No, and it's been a pleasure to watch Gorgeous's career really evolve.
That was an 18-point jam now for Pennsylvania. Lurs Lemon is on the jam line for Pennsylvania. 58 seconds left on the period clock.
Let's see if West Virginia can get another point or two.
They're on 13 right now. Lurs Lemon just bulls her way through on the inside straightaway. Lead jammer for PA.
Lurs is another one. It's funny. Derby, you can have long careers or short. You have people on Team USA like Teflon Donna, who's been around forever, that still plays, and then sometimes only a year or two for other skaters. So it's nice to come back every year and see that Lurs is getting better and better,
Yeah, Lurs started her career for the Dutchland Derby Rollers in Lancaster, as I recall, with Brandywine now.
Yes.
And has been to the promised land with Brandywine to Division II playoffs in Wichita a couple of years ago, and that format also went to championships to compete with Brandywine for the D2 championships. The period clock is on 0 right now. Lurs Lemon has 15 points in the back pocket and is continuing to push the pack right now.
Thumper back out. She had a hefty amount of penalties this game, but that's always been something we've seen from Thumper. She's
Thumper's
also
another
newer.
One.
She's newer,
and she's another one who has a real enthusiasm for the sport.
Yes.
Lurs Lemon going up into the air for a 5-point pass. That takes...
might not have been pretty, but it counted.
It did. Oh, my goodness. That is Russian Bayou with a...
I like big blocks, and I cannot lie. That's what that is right there.
Yeah, the hip fulcrum shot. Oh, my goodness. That'll make Armin Slammer kind of reconsider the choice of having the star right now. That's going to do it. Unofficial final, a 29-point jam for the final jam of the game for Lurs Lemon. Pennsylvania making a statement in their first game.
That's for sure. I'll agree with that. Don't know if it needed to be quite so strong. Really don't, but hey, it's all right.
West Virginia going to, this might put a fire under them too. It's hard to say. So we will have the most valuable player awards in just a second. We're going to converse with our co-announcers on the venue call to see what's what.
Hello, I'm Spockatuyu, and I am here with Phyllis Killer, MVP for West Virginia.
What? Woo!
All right, Phyllis, tell me a little bit about this game.
It was tough. I got my butt handed to me like 10 times. Felt like I was gonna vomit, so it was really fun.
Well, that's always a sign of a good derby practice, so it's a sign of a good derby game. How do you feel about the lineup that Pennsylvania put out?
I'm just honored to skate against them. We've been coming up here since I was in like R3's fresh meat skates, and we skate against New York every year, and we skate against Maryland, but we've never had to go against PA. So I'm just honored to skate against V-Diva and Teflon Donna and let them kick my ass over and over.
I'm glad you had a good time. We loved having you. And before you go, what else can you tell us about the 5th year here at BOTAS? Do you like the new format?
It just keeps getting better every year. Like, wasn't Hawaii here last year? Colorado's here this year, so I think it just keeps going up and up, and I'm proud to be a part of it. So.
All right, forgive me. I just like to keep her talking because I love her accent. Please stay with us. We'll be bringing the next MVP, and thank you, Phyllis. Pivot Deluxe.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, shout out to Bucksmont Roller Girls for hosting this. They are so freaking nice. They're like sanitizing everything because everyone got sick last year. So go them. Thank
Go
you.
Bucksmont.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Little, and I'm here with Gorgeous, MVP from the previous game of Pennsylvania versus West Virginia. Gorgeous, second year with the Pennsylvania All-Stars, correct?
Correct. I've been with them 2 years, skating 4.
Skating for 4 years. Well, you've definitely shown us something over the last couple of years. What is your objective when you're out on the track?
My objective is to clear a path for my jammer. I want her to have the smoothest ride possible. I don't want nothing to get in her way, so I want to make an empty track, basically.
Well, you did a good job of that today. We're looking forward to seeing you play throughout the weekend. Next up, Kentucky. Do you know anything about them?
I don't. They're new to our tournament, so I'm excited to see what they have.
Anybody you would like to say hello to?
Just to my family and the Reading Derby girls.
All right, Gorgeous from the Reading Derby Girls. Most valuable player in this first contest for Pennsylvania against the West Virginia All-Stars.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.